Hi there, my name is Fiona Robertson and I'm here to help you have and build a really strong relationship and have a strong body, a body that's fit for your soul. Today we're talking about electrolytes. Now, electrolytes sometimes are things that people see in electrolyte drinks and sports drinks and things like that, but I just want to show when you do a detox and what's the difference between having a broth and having a juice. And try and do that way around. Because the electrolytes that your body really needs don't come in chemical forms, but they really are providing for you rather all the minerals and all the things that your body needs to thrive. So there are two ways of really helping your body to get all the electrolytes that they want, especially if we're just talking about when you do a detox through the juice or through the broth. So when you juice, basically you're using a centrifugal juicer and you're putting your vegetables in. Like that could be celery, it could be chard, it could be spinach, it can be cucumbers and broccoli and all the goodies, all the green goodies. You can also put other vegetables and things, red peppers and carrots and beetroot. Anyway, the point of doing the juice is, when you're doing a detox, is that you are drinking the juice from the vegetables but not having the digestible fiber, because when you do a detox you are asking your body to go into a state of fast so that it can regenerate new healthy cells. Your stem cells are triggered so that you're producing new healthy cells. It can't do that if you're fasting and you're still having the fiber that goes along with it as well. So that's why we do the juice. This puts your body into a fasting state, which allows all the cells to reset, your bodies to reset, the organs to reset. It does something incredible inside your body. So the juice is the centrifuge, just the juice that comes squeezed out of your vegetables. Now, within those vegetables, you have all the minerals that you need. You need sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, bicarbonate. Now, if you're not having those things, your body is then going through and it's stealing them from the organs, or it's stealing them from here and it's bringing it from there, because your body has to have a particular pH within it to keep your blood clean and pure and running and all your organs functioning. Now, if you're not giving yourself those electrolytes, those minerals, those elements that it needs, it will go and take them from elsewhere in the body. I was speaking to a client last week about osteoporosis, and when I did a reading for her, it was all about, the body's like holy. The bones are holy, they're fragile, brittle bones, because the electrolytes are missing. One of the things you can do is use pH test strips like these. These are the ones that I use, and it can take some doing, to change your body pH to the pH that it really wants to be. So lovingly taking care of your filters and your kidneys and your liver and your blood's working well. So your body should really be like something like 7, pH 7 or 7.25. So that means when you put the strip in your urine, the overflow, you've got more than enough electrolytes in your body, and it throws those out, and that's what it's reading. So if you've got 7.25, it's really kind of on the green, very, very green scale there. Sometimes you can have a lot of yellow and very pale. This means that your body's really missing electrolytes. So if you haven't had a lot of juices and all your minerals and things, your body will be missing. You don't have to do a fast to be doing these, by the way. I get the kids to do them every now and again just to show them where they're up to on their scale. So a juice is probably, for me, one of the best ways that you can get your full quota of electrolytes. I know if I have a green juice and then an hour later go for a pee and I test my electrolytes, it's like, wow, you're flooded with electrolytes. But then sometimes if I have a normal dinner or just drink normal water and not putting electrolytes back in, my body's not so flooded with them, and I go back down into the 6.85 or something like that, down into the lower range, below 7. So juice is one of the best ways to get that, because it takes all the electrolytes. The raw vegetables have all the minerals and elements in there that you need. When we broth, when we do a detox, This is, you can still get a lot of electrolytes. Now the broth is, again, none of the actual vegetables themselves, but you are steaming the vegetables. And when you steam the vegetables, underneath you've got the water that sort of comes up, the vapor. And all the electrolytes fall from the vegetables that are being steamed into the water. Because when you cook anything over 45 degrees, the enzymes die and the electrolytes leave. You know, you don't want to be boiling your food too much. So they end up, the electrolytes, when you have a broth, you take your cauliflower, your broccoli, your spinach and chard, or whatever you're boiling, whatever you're steaming, and the electrolytes end in the water, in the container, in the water. Now that, what's in there, that is your soup. That's your base for your broth. You know, this is the bouillon, if you're in France. So this is what you will be drinking. And sometimes if it's winter, or if you're doing a detox and you want to sit down and you want to eat with the family, then you can have your broth if you're doing your detox, and that will be giving you electrolytes. You need electrolytes. You can't do a detox and not give your body the electrolytes, because it's already depleting it of all the nutrition. So you need to be giving it a big boost of electrolytes. So sometimes the broth is better if it's a cold day, because you need to feel satisfied and satiated. You need to be able to fill up your body with what it really needs, because if you're starving or if you're freezing cold and your body temperature does drop when you do a detox, you will need to take care of that and take care of yourself. I mean, it's okay, blankets and hot water bottles, but if it's a cold day and you're doing a detox, sometimes you want something warm to warm you from the inside. So the broth, the electrolyte broth, is a very good way to go. In the home detox box books that I have, it gives you the recipe how to make the broth, and it's very simple. It is just putting vegetables inside your vegetable steamer. Make sure they're steamer, and that you are drinking the water. What you can do then is also put some extra herbs and spices to make it a little bit more like a soup, because it is just the water after all that you're drinking. So that's the difference between taking electrolytes in a juice or in a broth. But really, I would highly recommend that you take a look at, go to my website and have a look at putting these in your bathroom, so that you can always just double check. You can always have a look and just see where you are on the level of electrolytes that your body's flooding out. If you are on a 7.25 or 7 scale, that means that your body's got ample electrolytes, and therefore it's throwing the rest out in your urine. It's not something that you store. It's a bit like vitamin C. You don't store electrolytes for a later date like you do with your fat or all the fuel. But so it's a constant up leveling of always putting electrolytes in your body. Now, raw food, if you're not detoxing, is probably one of the easiest ways to make sure that your electrolytes are going up. Salads, greens, dark greens. Sometimes you'll end up and your poo will be quite green. So you really need to be able to sort of look at what it is that you're eating. Are you eating enough raw food? Are you eating enough salads, vegetables? And remember that if you're eating cooked vegetables, a lot of the electrolytes and the enzymes have died already in the food. So I'm a big promoter of putting in raw food, so that you can put in your electrolytes. Basically, they keep you alive. Your electrolytes, your pH. There's a book out there called pH or Die. Really, if you're not able to do your pH, your body has to go elsewhere in your body. And if you've got that sodium over here in that organ, or if you've got the potassium here, or if you've got the calcium here or the magnesium there, it will go through and it'll steal it. And that's why a lot of people get osteoporosis. You might also find, because your body's so clever, body wisdom is amazing, you may also find that you get cravings. You may crave something like magnesium, and a lot of people would turn straight to chocolate. So look at all the ways that you can put magnesium, bicarbonate, calcium, potassium, sodium into your body. Another great way of doing that is looking at the pink salt, Himalayan salt. Swap that over, because that's got all the essential 48 minerals in it. It's got all the minerals in it, in the salt. So like if you're grating salt over something or cooking with salt or putting like a teeny weeny bit of salt sole in your drinking water, you're automatically giving yourself the minerals, the electrolytes during the day. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions about detoxing, please let me know. I'm here to just answer the questions about enzymes, about probiotics, about doing an enema, about what are electrolytes? Why do I need electrolytes? Because there's a whole generation of people out there who have got no clue about how the body works. So I'm just making it really simple and fun and taking you through a detox once a month. I do a detox once a month. In this group, I'm going to start doing them as well, actually broadcasting them to help people who are doing a detox so that we can do it together so you can understand why you get the symptoms and what's going on in your body. A detox will lift off millions, hundreds, thousands of symptoms that you have and the symptoms that you didn't even know you had. After a few days, you can wake up and you think, I've got a clean bill of health. I've never been so clean inside and out. You feel amazing, you feel energized, your hormones are back, your mind is sparked, you've lost weight. What else? Digestion is just reset and back on track. Detoxing is just the answer for everything. It is really fun to do because you feel so amazing afterwards. And the respect and the honor that you have for your body once you've done a detox, you'll never look back.